What is up, scent heads, smell beast, and frag freaks? It's your boy. My name is Mega Dave, and today we're gonna smell like a Greek god. That's coming up next, and this is Mega Dave's faves. Yo, what is good, fave fam? For everybody returning, I want to say thank you so much for being a favy, baby. It really means a lot. And if this is your first time here, welcome. As I said before, my name's Mega Dave, and this is my channel, Eau So Fraiche, and this is my series, Mega Dave's Faves, and I do reviews on fragrances that I absolutely love. And I hope that you love them too. If you do, give me 2 huge, fresh thumbs up. That lets me know that you enjoy the content. Also, think about subscribing and hitting me decent. Do it right there in the old bellin. Doesn't cost you anything, means the world to me, adds a little bit of something into the algorithm, puts me out into the universe, and Mega Dave's face is all over the place. But that lets you know when I'm uploading new content, because who knows, it could be your favorite fragrance that I review next. Today, we're on another Terence Hughes. I know you guys getting the trend. I like certain houses. I will be getting to different fragrances as well to try to help you guys out. I know a lot of people have asked me to do a bunch of different fragrances, so I will get to those as well. But this one I had to talk about. It's another fantastic fragrance from over the pond. The fragrance that we got, Adonis. All right, so for those that don't know, Terence Hughes, a relatively smaller company, but he makes fantastic, unique beast mode fragrances. And you guys know, if there's something that I love, it's a fragrance that lasts on my skin. His do, and that's why I keep doing fragrances on his house, and that's why I do fragrances mostly that last. There's something in them. His fixatives, whatever he puts in them, are amazing, and I'm just absolutely floored by them. And this one is no exception. But let me shut up and get to why you guys all came here and get to the scent breakdown. All right, I got my Adonis, and of course, the original Greek god himself, the handy dandy fresh strip. We take him as a paper. Super, super fresh. All right, so this opens up with a bright, tart, powerful bergamot. Not just a typical bergamot that you're smelling. It smells very fresh, very authentic. And then right behind it is this super strong peppermint. And I'm gonna say the word strong, and you're gonna take it as, oh, it's a little strong. I mean it in the literal sense. It is a power blast. Like, this is too close for the peppermint. It is very strong, very in your face, unapologetic. Peppermint and bergamot, the two things. If you don't know anything about a fragrance, you can smell peppermint in this, okay? And you can smell like some type of orange, green, like citrus note in it. Those two you can definitely pick up, but that is the main component of this. The peppermint, just to shock you. If you don't like peppermint, it's probably ain't gonna be the one for you, because that is through the entire ride. But up front is just a straight punch in the face, and it does not care what you think about it. It's peppermint and it's proud. All right, when we get to the mid, nothing special here as far as what he's using, because he's brilliant with it. It is a monster of ambroxan inside of this thing, and it's a lot. If you don't like ambroxan, again, or if you're sensitive, just be aware that this is filled with ambroxan. I love it. Yves Saint Laurent's Y Live, Dior Sauvage, Bleu de Chanel, everything nowadays has ambroxan. If not, you're not going to be able to compete, because you have to be able to project, you have to be able to push, and this thing does it beautifully. There's also this fantastic vanilla that's mixed in here, and then you get this eucalyptus cooling menthol type of vibe that's in there, that peppermint still surrounding everything, but it is very like fresh. It is a fresh sport fragrance. It's one that you just wear outside, and I'll get to all that when we get to the who, what, when, where, how, why, all of that. But that's the two things that I get in the mid. So if you're a fan of those notes that I'm saying, carry on, because the ride gets a little bit better. All right, as always, I wear every fragrance. This one, wore multiple times. On the skin right now. Been there all freaking day and night. But when we get to the skin, we still get a little bit of vanilla, but what really pulls through here is this vanilla note, this woody note that's down there in the base, and then this classic Terence Hughes, like white musk type of thing that he has going on. His fixatives and things that he uses are in this. It's classic, it's a signature of his, and it's pulled through and through in here. So that's kind of what you're getting. It sits here and it never really like stays tight to the skin. It takes forever to become a skin scent. It just stays out, proud, loud, screams. So if you don't like screaming fragrances, again, this one may not be for you, but this thing on my skin just jumps off. And that brings me to the who, what, when, where, how, why. All right, now getting into who can wear this. This is subjective, but I think this is a masculine fragrance. That being said though, ladies, if you like mentholy, pepperminty type of fragrances, I think you could definitely pull it off. It does come off like a man's fragrance, like he's going out to work out in the gym or whatever, but don't ever discredit something. Try to sample it if you can. You know, don't take just my word for it. Take a lot of people's word and see what you think. But I do think this is designed to be a masculine fragrance. But if you want to try it and you're a lady, definitely feel free to. All right, now when to wear this. Wear this when the sun is shining, when it is hot, when it's outside, when you're just in the spring, in the summer, fall time, possibly whenever it's in the beginning stages of it. It could probably, because of the power, pull all the way through. In wintertime, depending where you live in this world, you could probably pull it off anywhere in the southern part of the United States, anywhere in the southern part of the world where it stays hot for a predominantly majority of the time, you're gonna be able to pull this off. But I do think summer, spring is definitely the two times that it's gonna shine the best. All right, now where to wear this fragrance? Outside. Outside. Now, I don't think this is an office safe scent just because of the power that it has. If it is, I would go like 1-2 sprays maybe, and I'm not over exaggerating this because it can fill a room and in a quick hurry. But outside, anywhere, playing sports, going to the gym without being obnoxious, don't put 35 sprays all over you. You know, you only need 1 or 2. Don't try to cover up your sweat smell with it, okay? Even though it will overpower that, but like I said, just 1 or 2 maybe would be fine if you're on the inside, but outside, feel free to hit it with the sprays that I tell you. And I think you're going to push as far as you want to, going out into football field where it's Super Bowl Sunday, like whatever you want to do, outside is where you want to put this. All right, so how to wear this fragrance. Now, like I said, if you're in a cubicle in an office, don't you dare put this on if you're really tight quarters with somebody, because you're probably going to choke them out. But a normal, typical wear if you're going outside is going to be 5 to 6 sprays, so 1 behind each ear, 1 on the back of the neck, hit your front shoulders here, 1 on the wrist, light dab, and I think you're going to be extremely excited with the performance that you get from this. 2+ hours of screaming, loud, roaring projection. And I'm not just saying like, oh, just pushing out. This thing just fills a room. It pushes beyond hands, hold hands with 10 people. That's how far this thing's gonna go. The limits are gonna be how clean you are, you know, what type of weather you're in, but this thing just is designed to push, and that's what it does, and it does it extremely well. Now, as far as longevity, again, give or take on my skin, 10+ hours. I kind of stopped counting, but I know when you wear it the next day, or if you put it on your clothing and you smell that article, it's just going to smell like you just sprayed it. So it is a beast fragrance. I think some people are probably going to say 12, 24 hours into that range, but 10+ beast mode, absolutely. All right, we got that out of the way. Now let's get to the fresh score. All right, with the fresh score, as always, we got 7 categories, 5 points each. With a max of 35 points, that would be a perfect score. Those categories are packaging, sprayer, performance, value, versatility, originality, and compliments. All right, getting into packaging, it's a typical Terence Hughes, sexy, modern, sleek, matte black. The bottle itself fits in there super snug, so nothing super fancy with it, but it does the job. Looks fantastic, especially when you have a whole bunch of them lined up. Just fits nice. Case embossed. You have the name across, Adonis, all the info on the bottom. And then getting to the actual bottle itself, velvet touch, 50 ml. They're soft, feels fantastic. Good heft to it. It's got a good weight so you can tell that it's made properly. Magnetic cap because everybody loves it. The ATH logo embossed, and of course the name itself, and then all the goodies there. So all in all, I think a very, very good packaging, 4 points. All right, getting into something I care a lot about because I think you have a good sprayer, you have good juice that goes inside of it, then it can just get all over your body and you smell fantastic. So the sprayer on this, very nice. Typical, again, I don't like to say the word typical, but it is an average Terence Hughes sprayer. Very good, just above average, not a bad one, not the super best, but nice wide spray, puts the fragrance where you want it, 3.5 points. All right, getting into performance, something that almost all Terence Hughes fragrances do extremely well. This one is no exception. 4.5 points. It is a beast. Neon maybe performs just a little bit better. Some of the ouds, now it depends on if we're going off projection. This is in that same category as neon, as ozone, things like that. So this thing is going to perform extremely well. All right, now getting into value. This is another subjective thing, depending where you live. I live across seas. So if you get this from Max Aroma, it's gonna be a lot cheaper. If you get it from England, like I did, you're gonna pay a little bit more. So you have to pay the pony for what you want. But I think the value, because you need very small amount to make this thing do what it does, baby. So I think the value, again, very subjective, but I think 4 points. All right, now getting into versatility, again, subjective, depending where you live. Southern people, you're gonna be able to wear this all the time. But I do think spring, no problem. Summer, no problem. Early parts of fall, where I live, no problem. So I think versatility could be better depending where you are, but I think because of the power of it, you can put it almost anywhere you want to. So 4 points. All right, now getting into originality. Peppermint, bergamot, vanilla, some woods in it. So nothing out of the ordinary, nothing like mind-boggling different. But that being said, there's nothing else that I know that smells of this. There's some things with mint in it, like Mugler's Crypto Mint, but this takes a different direction. So you get that ambroxan beast, you get those citruses, like the YSL-Y-ish type of vibe, but its own category. But I think for originality, 3.5 points. All right, and something else that this thing is going to do because of how strong it is get you compliments. If you put this on, someone is gonna smell it. They're gonna say they like the way you smell. That's a compliment. So for that reason, I think there's not gonna be too many people that dislike this, especially in the air. It's clean, it's fresh, compliment monster, 4 points. All right, we tally all that up and we get 27.5 points. Stellar performance. This is a fantastic fragrance. I can't wait to pull it out once the spring gets here, once the summer gets here, things like that. I think it's going to be a beast. Like I said, go lightly. Maybe you can do the old spray the air and walk through it if you want to.
Hey, Derek.
One single time if you're trying to wear this to the office, but I think this is going to catch a lot of steam. I think it's coming out this weekend. So if you like, get it. If the notes sound appealing to you, if you like peppermint, okay, because it's a mint like bomb. So if you like that, you're going to love this, especially with the power, the price. I think you can't beat it. But till I come to you again, I ask that you continue to be blessed. Stay fresh.
We got these shorties on the floor.